What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Y'all saw the title. Y'all know what type of video this finna be. Like I always say, all because I watch a video don't mean I agree with the video. I don't. I'm just watching it to understand. I told y'all this channel, I'm broadening my mind, learning different perspectives. See what I'm saying? Like when I told y'all I'm introvert, I'm very introverted. It's a lot of things I'm not aware about. A lot of things I don't know. Might be surprised. I'm just being honest. So I like to watch these videos to get informative about how different people that are different from me, different viewpoints. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested in that type of stuff, and I want to watch it with y'all. So we all wear 2K. Make sure y'all subscribe and comment down below what you think of this video and the title. Title's what got me, and it was recommended on my recommendation page. Cause y'all know anything recommended to me, if it looks interesting, I'm gonna watch it. But no more yapping. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hope y'all chill, relax. Let's get into this video because it's very interesting. Cause
Why do many white gay people mimic and sometimes appropriate Black culture? Let's talk about it.
How?
To
Let me
all
see
the
how.
white LGBT plus people, you realize
Billie
that you don't have
Eilish.
to cosplay with Black culture in order to be valid in your LGBT plus identity, right?
Why Billie Eilish on the screen? I got distracted. I ain't really listened to what she said. I'm sorry. I ain't listened to everything she said. I saw Billie Eilish name. Why we got Billie Eilish on there? Since when did she ever appropriate? When that happened? Hold on.
You don't have to cosplay with Black culture in order to be valid in your LGBT plus identity, right?
Why do white lesbians, especially the mask ones, they like to pretend you're studs? Like, you're not a 6-foot-tall basketball player, babes. It's odd.
Why do white gay people, immediately after coming out, act like the opposite gender but Black? Why do you talk like that?
I've seen this discussed a lot in the context of white gay men appropriating Black women.
Why are white gay men like this?
Hey, Kalani. Don't play.
Hey, y'all. We outside with it. And with my mans.
And sis, don't pay me no mind. You know I got a Black woman trapped inside me.
Oh, that was cringe. What in the world? Now this other one, the ones before him, I gotta see more. But girl, who made that? What girl?
No mind. You know I got a Black woman trapped inside me.
No, they didn't.
What I haven't seen discussed as much is white gay women mimicking Black men.
Billie Eilish being influenced by Black culture is a necessary conversation. It is important to acknowledge that she is taking influence from a certain group of people culturally who have been discriminated against for dressing this way. And I love Billie Eilish, but we do have to acknowledge that a lot of times when these looks and trends are repopularized by white people, that they get named other things, and the people who started those and are the foundations of those looks don't get any credit, don't get any acknowledgement. So we have to call it out.
Because recently Billie Eilish has been cosplaying as like a Black man, and it's just like,
a Black man?
Like, if they're not cosplaying us, they're excluding us because their racism is mispackaged as different things. Because
okay, let me restart with the open mind. I can't be biased because I mess with Billie. I like Billie Eilish, but a Black man though, I never got that vibe from her though. Show me some clips, but let me have an open mind. I don't want to be biased. Like I said, I want to be open minded to other people's viewpoints to see where they're coming from. So let me do that. Hold on.
Let them take the time to like learn queer history, so they literally misrepresent it as fuck.
But the really interesting thing was, once I start looking into this, I'm reading articles, there is a reason for this connection, and there's historical and sociological context that makes this make sense. Let's talk about it. So let's actually start with
articles, girl.
White queer women mimicking Black masculinity. Because to me it feels...
Wait, does she go by she, her? I don't want to mistake it. It says Claire Holt. Does she go by she, or I don't want to misgender nobody. I'm gonna look at the comments. Let me see if what they call her. What they call. Ain't nobody saying nothing about Claire. If y'all watch this YouTuber, y'all let me know. I don't want to misgender nobody. I think it's she though. Hey, Claire. No, they just say, hey, Claire. I'm trying to see what's the pronouns. She. Somebody said she. So is she? White queers. Okay. So it's she. I see some folks saying. I saw somebody say she. One comment said she. Okay, I think it's she. But y'all let me know just in case I'm wrong. If y'all watch Claire Holt, y'all let me know. But they said she. So I'm thinking it's she then. Yeah, I think it's she. I was just trying to make sure. I know I paused for a minute. I'm just trying to make sure never mind. Go ahead.
Feels like both groups are having to overperform masculinity, but for very different reasons. There's been a lot of studies done on Black men and their relationship to masculinity. There's a stereotype that Black men are hyper masculine. Tough swag is a stereotype of Black men. I have this quote here. Scholars emphasize that Black masculinity is shaped by historical and structural context, not innate traits, as men negotiate societal expectations in relations to race, class, and power.
Because they were bigger.
So basically, hyper masculinity is not just something that Black people are born with, but is actually a reaction to structural forces like racism, like police brutality, like violence, like oppression, right? Very real forces. So in reaction to that, the Black man has to be extra tough. You get what I'm saying? Extra masculine, right? This is a means of survival.
But also, this is my last time, y'all. Slavery too. The men, in comparisons to the European folk, whoever it was that were the masters, were bigger. They were more muscular. They were bigger. So they already had that stereotype in their mind that, oh, they're a different creature. See what I'm saying? So that was already put into place.
Okay? Now let's think about the white lesbians.
Okay.
White lesbians have white privilege. They don't have male privilege. So masked lesbians are navigating masculinity without patriarchal authority, without male entitlement, without automatic social validation. Masculinity without male power creates insecurity. So that is what's creating that sort of desire to overperform masculinity, to be taken seriously. It feels like white lesbians, when they're looking for a representation of masculinity, Black masculinity presents itself as the most...
You almost scratched me, dang. No, lay down, down. Dang, Axel, dang.
Readily available alternative version of masculinity. I say alternative, I don't really think that's the right word, but what I'm saying is it's different than super rigid, suburban, plain, straight white masculinity that maybe some white lesbians feel like they don't fit into super well. This is all like open to discussion, so please go in the comments. To get to the point though, yes, white masked lesbians, instead of creating their own form of masculinity, just stole some of it from black men who created it as a reaction to being excluded and oppressed from society, okay? And actually, low-key, I'm like, maybe white lesbians do have their own culture. Like, what about, like, flannels, right? Like, we have something. We have a few little things, okay? But for whatever reason, the proximity to black culture and its association to coolness, I think, pulls the draw. I think that's weird when you really think about it. People aren't thinking about it, but yes, we're robbing them. Yes, the white lesbians who don't have strong sense of self.
So it is she. She said, she's claiming that she's a white lesbian. She. Okay, I had it right.
Are looking for a cultural reference point of a version of masculinity that looks like it resonates with them, and they see black masculinity as the answer to that. I'm just saying. It's almost like white people never come up with good shit because they never have to. Because in some ways, they're always going to be included in the mainstream.
TikTok is a great example.
Whereas Black trans women, by the way, who made so much of the queer culture that we reference today. I don't even know if people are realizing this. They came up with a whole cool, innovative, new, different thing because they had to out of necessity. Meanwhile, white people, they never have to out of necessity. So they just come up with the most lame, boring shit. And that's why white people end up still stealing shit from marginalized people. So stupid. I think also just Black culture in general is really cool. Like hip hop, sports, streetwear, all of that has formed our opinion of Black masculinity as of something that's really tough. There's a lot of like swag. It's like you're cool. Also, I feel like politically straight white masculine version is giving me Republican. Black masculinity is giving me more liberal, but maybe that explains part of the draw. This is all like open to discussion, so please go in the comments. Now, I think white lesbians, you know, wearing backwards fitted hats, wearing baggy clothes, specific like lingo, all of this stuff it's not bad that culture spreads. But I think when the style gets detached from the history, white lesbians can adopt these things from Black culture without experiencing the racial context, without experiencing the power differences, without recognitions for the origin. And mind you, a lot of these Black culture things originated from being marginalized, from being oppressed, from not being included in the mainstream spaces and having to like come up with their own world. So it's like, this is their way of survival. This is their way of creativity. This is Black culture.
Basically saying we can't have nothing. That's what, if you know, you know, y'all know where this from. We can't have nothing. Like, okay, now I understand what she's saying. Yeah. Yeah.
And white lesbians taking it and not knowing that it's Black culture can get to a weird feeling, especially because the Black culture was created in the first place because they weren't allowed in the white space.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other thing that makes this annoying is that queer spaces now might think they don't see color, but like as a society, we're not there yet, right? You ever seen people complain about futch? Do you know what I'm talking about? This is niche. It's like sapphic queer girl parties, pretty much.
When you look at the Hey Mamas TikTokers, they now go to futch night. Like, if they're not
what that
cosplaying us,
is.
they're excluding us because their racism is mispackaged as different things.
I always see so many complaints about them being like very white-centered, white-focused, like not inclusive to everyone, not inclusive to Black people specifically. And so I think we imagine that we're living in a post-racial world and we're all queer, and we're all like outsiders, and we're all in this together, and yet Black people are still feeling excluded, and white people are using their proximity to Black culture to be seen as cool, hot, edgy, different. Whereas when sometimes Black people do the same thing, they're not seen as cool, hot, edgy, different. They're just seen as, they're just still excluded from the damn space. And in worst case scenarios, they're seen as ghetto for the same thing that when a white person does it, it's cool, but when a Black person does it, it's ghetto.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's Black culture to begin with. Let me walk you through a theoretical situation here.
Yeah.
Let's bring up an example. Billie Eilish. Woo! I've seen
How?
her get critiqued
Please.
for this. I kind of see their point here. Billie Eilish started wearing a lot of baggy clothes. She's always wearing baggy clothes.
Yeah, she's always
worn
worn
to the point where it's like it was baggy clothes, okay, with the bandana, okay, with the backwards fitted hat on, okay, with like the Jordan sneakers on. It was it looked like 2000s hip hop Black culture. Yeah. Okay. But let me ask you something. If Billie Eilish wears a backwards fitted hat, is something wrong with that? You might say, no, not for real. Let's say Billie Eilish wears backwards fitted hat, this whole outfit, and it's like a pretty direct copy of something from Black culture. Now let's say she claims that she invented it. Actually, she was always drawn to the baggy clothes. She came up with it herself. Now she's claiming credit. Okay, does that feel weird? This question of credit is really important when it comes to talking about cultural appreciation versus appropriation. Appreciation is when you know the origin, you know the creators, you know you're stealing something, okay? You steal it with credit. Appropriation is once you get to the point where you're stealing without credit. Mind you, I don't think a lot of white masks are intentionally doing something harmful. Like, I don't think there's many people out there who are like, I'm gonna steal this from Black culture and not give credit and like rob the Black people. I don't think it's intentionally malicious. I do think it has gotten to the point where sometimes people actually don't know the origin of some of these style trends. It gets kind of weird, especially when someone's appropriating Black culture and they're doing it wrong too. Like stealing a phrase and then using the phrase in the wrong context. That's kind of annoying too, right? Now imagine that if the gay white man is saying, slay diva, doing the neck and the hand stuff, like they're doing the Black women kind of like caricature, right? When a white gay guy does that, he's seen as like, oh, he's culturally in,
He's
like
seasoned.
he's cool.
He
And
got
knows the
seasoning.
lingo, right?
He
And
light
then when
skinned.
a
He's
Black
seasoned.
woman does all that, it's ghetto. That don't make sense. Like the Black women, Black queer women, Black trans women way back in the day in ballroom culture invented this mother, shade, read you to filth. They invented that. The white man steals it, sometimes uses it wrong, gets street credit for it without appreciating where it came from. Not only that, but they are benefiting from it, looking cooler from it. Meanwhile, these people are actually looking worse off from it. That is fucked up. Right? And then what makes it the most fucked up part of it all is stealing Black culture and then also not caring about Black struggles. Can you imagine if somebody took your stuff from you, took credit for it, looked cool in it, and everyone called you a loser when you were wearing it? Not only that, they went on to make a lot of money off of this and left you in the dust. A lot of people have this critique of Madonna's song Vogue.
Oh yeah, I heard that before.
Voguing, you've seen this kind of like dance? I'm not doing a good job of it. Voguing is a type of dance. It originated in the ballroom scene. The ballroom scene is like in New York City in the 60s, 70s. They would have these balls. It was Black, queer, and trans women. If you don't know anything about ballroom, I'm beg of you, please watch either Paris is Burning, which is a documentary about the ballroom scene in New York.
That's a beautiful documentary. I highly recommend it. Paris is Burning. Nope. Down. I know what you're going to do. You always trying to jump on me. Down, boy. Down. Good boy. But yeah, Paris is Burning is a good documentary. Very, very good.
So beautiful. It's beautiful. It breaks your heart.
It's nice.
You can watch it on YouTube for free. Watch Paris is Burning. I watched it in my women, gender, sexuality studies class in college. Randomly.
We had to watch it. They created voguing. They did. They were voguing first.
In real life, you can't get a job as an executive unless you have the educational background and the opportunity. Now, the fact that you are not an executive is merely because of the social standing of life. Black people have a hard time getting anywhere. And those that do are usually straight. In a ballroom, you can be anything you want. You're not really an executive, but you're looking like an executive. And therefore,
in real life.
showing the straight world that I can be an executive. If I had the opportunity, I could be one.
Or watch Pose. I literally cried my eyes out.
I think
every human being should watch it.
I did not finish the last season, but that's a good show too.
You'll learn so much about the ballroom scene that literally affects so much of queer culture to this day. Like mother. Do you know where that term came from? Mother was like the mother of a house, which was your chosen family that you compete in the ballroom scene in, and you were like a team. And the mother was like kind of like the older mother figure to all of these queer people who were kicked out of their homes to form these ballroom families. And they would compete together, and it was like these categories that were so glamorous. And because they were excluded from everything else in the world and excluded from rising to the top, being famous in the mainstream world, they had this little world where they would have categories, they would compete as your house. And a lot of the queer terms we use today actually originated from this very specific ballroom scene in the 60s and 70s in New York City. Ballroom. Specifically from Black trans women, okay? That's where realness, shade, diva, reading a bitch, all that stuff came from there.
Yeah, it did.
And that only existed because the great human spirit was creative and brought people together when those Black trans people were marginalized as fuck from society, and it was all they had. Literally, people were kicked out of their homes, homeless, forced into sex work because they couldn't, like, people were dying of AIDS. What I'm saying is those people were so marginalized. We're taking that slang and using it like years and years and years later, and a white gay man is like, no shade, and it's like, do you even know what no shade? It's like that TikTok audio. Do you know what pop my butt meant to Harriet Tubman? It's like that. It's like, do you know what the term shade came from? Okay, wait, to finish the thought on Madonna's song Vogue, people still credit Madonna with bringing voguing, the style of dance, to the mainstream.
She did not do that.
Even though it was already had been a thing for a long time. So Madonna, white woman, popularized in a sense, and also profited monetarily off of the culture that was New York City ballroom culture made by black trans women. So did she do wrong? Is it cultural appropriation? What should she have done differently? I mean, that's up for debate, but that's the context, and people criticize her for that about the song and music video Vogue. Now, here's my thing. What do we do about this, right? Every time you say no shade, do you say, and credit to the trans and black women who paved the way for us? Every time Billie Eilish wears a backwards fitted hat and a bandana, should she be like, and shout out to black culture that I got this idea from? Should she put that in the caption? No, I don't think that's practical at all. I think it is definitely doable to know the origins of the trends that you copy. I mean, and it's hard to know because you're not going to be like, wait, where did buttoning your shirt to the top come from culture? Like, you might just not know it came from something. Be aware of black culture.
Like Latinos, they wear like the long sleeve shirts and they button their shirts like halfway and keep it open. They did. Excuse me, sir. Can you stop? He's trying to eat his tail, bro. Oh my gosh. But and wearing long socks, stuff like that. That's why you can't wear certain bandanas. Even me, I don't want to wear them at all. You don't know what you represent, so I understand. It's just like, don't wear a certain color bandana when you don't know what you're entering into. You don't know what it represents, and it's like you disrespecting them. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you're not part of those clubs and you wear them colors. It's like, it's the same thing she's saying. So I understand. You can't just go in a space and say something, act like you this, when you didn't come from, you don't really know. So I get it. But Billie Eilish, just like the way she dresses, ever since she came out, she been dressing like that. To be honest, like, she used to wear like matching sets. Then she started wearing baggy shirts and all that and streetwear. And she wears grills. I've seen her. She wears grills. She wears that type of stuff. But I don't think she's appropriating in a sense. But I do get in the way that if she wears it, it's fine. But say if I wear it, it's expected of me to look hood because I'm black and I'm wearing the same outfit. Or stuff like that. It's sad. It's messed up. But it is true. It's so true. Get your mouth off my bed. Trying to eat my headboard. What is wrong with you? Sit down. I heard your teeth through my headphones trying to gnaw at it. Acting up. But yeah, I get it. Even though they're not the originators, if they could popularize it. But my own black people, we can't popularize it. That is messed up. Like, dang, it's not even Billie Eilish's fault. It's not like that's her intention. But I get it, though. If she wears it, it's okay. If somebody else wears something that she wore, they'll be like, oh, you're trying to copy Billie. And it's like, I mean, come on. No. But I get it, though. I get it.
In general, that's why I literally am going to suggest Paris is Burning, Pose, and I will also suggest Moonlight.
I was watching
Picture.
Moonlight was a good movie.
A really intense portrayal of
in the other movie,
black masculinity, a black queer experience.
That was a good movie.
Specifically a gay experience with two black men. And then lastly, I would say you can't rip off black culture and not support black struggles.
Yeah, I feel like she's trying to take her time so she don't say anything offensive or say things the wrong way.
If you hate tomatoes, kale, or literally anything else, Hungry Root is for you. Meal kit services are supposed to be convenient, yet there's nothing more
where's the skip
inconvenient
button? That's
than
convenient. Nobody asked for that. Dang. I get it. She trying to be careful with her words.
at the same time.
Respectful.
Like when you see police brutality targeting Black people, like this should get you fired up. You should be out there protesting with people. Like, don't just steal the shit and then still be a racist, conservative fuck all the time. Like, be politically involved. I'm like, be a liberal. Like, vote blue no matter who. No, I'm kidding. But you get what I'm saying. Like, you can't rip off Black culture, love Black culture, and not support the struggles of Black people. I think with gay men acting like Black women, number one, I think a lot of people aren't aware of what they're doing might be offensive. Number two, I think there is a genuine appreciation of Black femininity in the sense that you can have permission to be big and flamboyant and feminine and not weak. Like, I feel like I associate Black women with like being very powerful, outspoken, strong is a big one. And I think that type of femininity, that like strong, powerful, but still like loving out loud, I think that genuinely appeals to gay men, and that is one reason why maybe they're drawn to it. Kind of in the same way, Black masculinity is also not weak. So I think there's definitely ways to appreciate culture, and I think that culture is going to spread. There's nothing we can or should do to be like, all white people have to act this way. All white people can act this way, but no one else. It can't ever blend. Like, it's gonna blend. It should blend. It's culture. Like, it's fine. But I do think this concept of credit is important. And when you're in the position of privilege, like when you're a white person, it is your job to lift up the other culture that you think is so cool. It's also your job to understand the origins, to give respect, to give credit, and also to use your privilege to prop up Black people. We cannot act like racism doesn't still exist. We are still healing from the very long and painful history of racism in our country, and those kind of things don't just go away overnight. Gay people should understand that legal equality in the law doesn't mean that when you go out into the world there's no discrimination and everybody's equal and stuff. Equity is a thing, okay? It's important to remember that marginalization, like gay people being queer is a marginalized identity, being Black is a marginalized identity. We're not the same. These are very different struggles. Sexual marginalization and racial marginalization are very different, so they don't cancel each other out at all. So just because like you're a gay white man and someone's a Black woman, that doesn't mean y'all are sisters. Like, y'all could be sisters once you're sisters, but you can't be sisters before you're sisters just because y'all are both girlies. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Y'all understand what I'm saying. Anyways,
yeah, I understand
final
what you're
message is be mindful, be a conscious consumer. And I would love to hear other people's thoughts. I definitely don't know everything, and I'm very willing and able to admit if I'm wrong. And if there's any other ideas that you guys have for kind of why this phenomenon goes on, I would really love to hear different people's perspectives. But this was mine in the limited time we have together. So if you like this video, please subscribe. I'm doing new videos every single week. And if you do, I will see you next week. Bye.
Okay, she's cool. I mess with her. She was trying to keep it respectful. I respect it. I agree with some of the stuff she said. Like, the biggest thing I agree with her is people acting like it's wrong to act like you created something when you know you got it from somewhere else. Like, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. That's just like me dressing up as a Cinco de Mayo, and I'm saying, "Ooh, I created this," knowing it is Mexican culture. Like no, that's wrong. That's very wrong. So I do agree with that. Don't be acting like coming out here acting like as if you created stuff and you know you did it. I think a lot of people are influenced. We are very influential people, Black people for sure, and other people of color really are very influential. For example, in America, we, and especially in the South, we were the first ones to like popularize grills. Now you got everybody wearing grills. Now, me personally, I can count on one hand the times I ever seen somebody white with some grills. In Memphis and on TV. I barely see a lot of them folk wearing grills. And if they do, they just do it like for a video. They don't wear them like outside like every day. You know what I'm saying? But we did popularize grills, and everybody wanted to have jewels and stuff in their mouth. Um, but y'all, but no, it comes to a point where no, actually, with the grills part, it wasn't a lot of issues with that because you saw a lot of rappers in the music videos wearing them, and that's what made everybody, you know what? Let me wear grills. And that's what made, what is it, Johnny Dang? That's what made him famous for his grills. Everybody wanted grills from him. He did Lil Wayne grills. Lil Wayne used to have him in his video. Iced out. Every time you see him, he iced out. He still iced out. He still wear grills now. From the same man. But even him, the one that creates the grills, I don't think he appropriating. He really, really loves making grills. He really loves what he does. He's a real jeweler, and I respect him. I don't think he appropriated. He actually gives credit. Like, he don't act like he just created stuff. He pays homage. You know, he always take pictures with the people where he do his work with. He just real cool like that. You can't say I don't ever see a video about that man cultural appropriating doing none of that. He make all the grills. Literally everybody grills, they go to him. All the jewelers, he like one of the biggest jewelers we know in America. Like, seriously. So it's like, I can't really think. Them girls to be acting like they bad. Like them rich white girls that's famous do be acting like, oh, I'm like this. Girl, your parents don't even talk like that or act like that. It's like that movie Malibu Most Wanted. It's like that. But I get it though. I really just hope one day that we all just chilling, we all just vibing, we all just cool. And everybody ain't gotta just make everything a war. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody ain't gotta just be so hateful. And it happens on TikTok now, y'all. Somebody could do a dance and them folks be like, ooh, they did that dance. They did not create the dance. There's literally a whole thing about stealing from black creators, they dances and stuff, and y'all popularizing it. But y'all not giving credit who do the dance. Y'all acting like y'all did it. Y'all setting the trend when y'all didn't create it. That's a perfect example. So yeah, that bothers me too when I see it. That's why it'd be hard for me to be on social media as much, because it's a lot of stuff I see that I just don't like. It's a lot of stuff I don't like, y'all. Like, it irks me. But I actually respect her perspective. She kept it respectful. I can see that she was very careful with her words, because she wasn't trying to offend anyone. She was just trying to prove a point across. She seems very passionate about what she talks about, and she actually did research too. So, she actually cool. She cool. But I do agree with what she said about that, like the popularizing. Like, come on now. But yeah, hey Axel Beanie, you want to say bye to the people? I know what you're gonna do though. He gonna try to sneak jump me, y'all, but I got him. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, especially my black people, cause I agree with what she's saying. A lot of stuff do come from Ballroom. I bet y'all like, how you know about Ballroom, Kiana? Well, when I was a kid, I probably had no business watching it, but it just came on the screen. I watched it. I used to watch Wong Fu as a kid. RuPaul as a kid. I used to always just love drag queens. And y'all know this. I told y'all my main page, like, I love femboys. It's something about femboys. I don't know what it is. I just really love femboys. And that's what really got me into the queer space and all that, learning about other people that were different from me, especially going to middle school with people who were in the community and stuff. Like, they would tell me things, I would learn stuff. I'm just that type of person. I love learning about people that are different from me. I'm not finna do all this crazy stuff these folks be doing. I actually embrace the differences, and I want to know more about you. Like, oh, okay, if you Muslim, like I had Muslim classmates, why you wear a headscarf? They'll tell me, well, in our religion, it means this, that. And it's like, oh, wow, really? That's cool. I was that type. So I think people do need to be credited, and folks need to stop acting like they invented something that's been out here. Because it just make you look corny, bro. It make you look lame. It's just it's just the truth. But Billie Eilish, though, I don't think she's trying to do that. And I'm gonna put that aside. I know I mess with Billie. I like Billie. I'm gonna put that aside. But I don't never just see her say, "Ooh, I created this. This is no." I really feel like, and then she had, y'all be forgetting, she has friends of all colors. She has white and black friends. She had a black boyfriend at one point. She be around all these different people. So of course she developed her own sense of style by what she's surrounded by, like we all do. We had get our sense of style by who we're around, what we watch, what we see. But I don't think she's appropriating. I think she's appreciating in a way. But at the same time, it's not her fault that she's popularizing something that's been out. It's been popularized by black people. You know what I'm saying? So I think she alright. But I don't never see her who I'm crediting. Now there are others. Now if it's something else I don't know about Billie Eilish, apart from her dressing up, y'all let me know. Cause I have not seen her. I don't just see it. I don't see it. Like I see her wear grills and stuff, and I'm like, okay, she got a little seasoning. That's what we call them in the South. People that ain't, black, like white and stuff and all that. If you do act like that, like they would consider Billie Eilish seasoned. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, "Ooh, she's seasoned. She light skin." Like Justin Bieber. Y'all know Justin Bieber got 50 other names. Y'all heard me. It's Justin Bieber, but his real name is Jaquabe. Nope. I knew it. I knew you were gonna do that. No. So his name is Jaquavius Jerome Jamal Bieber. That's what we call him. It's true. Now, could we be part of the problem too? In some cases, letting some stuff slide that probably shouldn't. But it's up for debate. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. But I just like how she presented it. I like how she talked about it. Because a lot of people, because the fact that she's saying it and her being white talking about this, it's like, okay. She know what she talking about. Okay, cool. I know you're not. Move. Let me go, y'all, because he tweaking. He act like he never been in my room before. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next video. Y'all talk about it in the comments. Let's talk about it in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If it's something else I don't know, y'all please comment down below. Cause my girl Billie, I know she ain't appropriating out here, and I don't know she appropriating, but I never seen it. Y'all let me know. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Make sure y'all subscribe. We're on our way to 2K. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Say bye. Say bye. Boy. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. He gonna try to jump me out. I'm not finna play this. I'm gonna see y'all later. Move. Because I don't trust you.